Yo, YouTube. It's all Talkie and T, and we back again with Let's Talk About It Season 1, Episode 2. Pretty much today, we're going to talk about the controversy of the Knicks last night winning against the Celtics, pretty much. And then pretty much going into the Saratoga water bottle trend with Ashton Hill himself, along with also Diddy's trial, because I did start today, and we pretty much want to, talk about that. But further going on, we have LV3, our main host. And then we also have Mr. Joe Jack, aka Captain Jack in the building, man. Okay, so we're finna get into it. Fellas, I'm gonna let y'all take over.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's
How's
up,
it-
y'all? Welcome back to another podcast with Joe Jack and LV3 in the building. We got the top G in the building, looking some stuff up for us as we get into the podcast. Yes. One thing I would like to clarify. If you have over 10,000 followers on IG, do not apply
here
to
we
Stream
go.
University, bro. I'm just going to say that, bro, right now, bro. I'm tired of seeing dudes that got 100,000 of followers on Twitch, on Instagram, on YouTube, applying for Stream University. You got put on by big streamers already, bro. Let little men like me eat, please. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired.
What if they worked hard to get there?
I don't
What?
care. I do not care. I don't care. I don't care,
What if it was a
bro.
grind for them?
Bro,
It was a grind.
majority of the time, a lot of people that have those many followers did not grind for it. They got put on.
You think they bought them?
They bought them.
They bought
'em. Bots. For real. Bots.
They bought bots.
They got bots. They botting everything up, man. But
Why is this on your mind? Why are you so tight about this?
because, bro, Kai Cenat is accepting people that has over 100,000 followers to his Streamer University. What more exposure do they need? 100,000 people know them. Only 1,200 people know me. Look at my Instagram. 1,200 people, that's nothing. Damn. But
I say you send an email.
send an email. You know what? I'm
I doubt he answers it,
gonna write a letter to your boss. Right now, Kai
Got 'em.
Cenat.
but get a
writing a
fucking
letter.
bird to send it over to him.
I'm writing a letter right now. Dear Mama Cenat, your son Kai is only putting on big streamers and not the little ones. I need
No, bro, not
to
writing,
get in.
bro.
I need to get in. Yes, I'm writing. I'm writing right now, Joe. Yes,
Bro,
I'm
it's
writing.
not right. That pen has not touched the paper.
You know what, Joe? You caught me, bro.
Fellas, all right, now, so, as we're talking about Streaming University and whatnot, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, shout out Top G, by the way.
So it was
Top
Great
G.
intro.
Top G, of course. Thank you, Joe. It's an honor to be on today. So, with Kai being one of the most influential streamers, of 5 years now, say maybe 4, maybe a little less than that, breaking world records, pretty much. I honestly think, streaming university and whatnot, I feel like it's a good idea, as a top streamer, you're basically giving back to your community and what made you and put you in your place of, who you are today. Um, yeah, LV, to go into, your little debate about how big streamers shouldn't be in it, big influencers. Relatively speaking, they're still trying to grind too every day, just like you, brother. Like if we're really talking here, just because someone got 100K and they're averaging 5K viewers, that don't mean nothing. Like you could be at 5K for a couple years, bro. You could be at 3K, 5K. It don't matter, brother. Like the job is never finished, bro.
Let me
Just
ask you
'cause
this,
you made it halfway, like
Would you rather
that's like
listen,
50%.
hold on. Would you rather have 5 viewers in your chat or 1,000 views in your chat every single time?
1,000.
1,000
Exactly.
views. That's an easy question.
Exactly.
Now, let's say right now.
Oh, why are you
was a
comparing
small-
the viewers, though? Why are you comparing the viewers?
Because they got put on. They making money. I'm broke. I got negative.
Okay, but
Negative
okay,
account.
but how did
negative,
they, okay,
negative,
but,
negative.
Okay, but how did they get put on?
How one, some of their friends are rappers, some of their friends are other streamers and entertainers as well, so that's how they get put on.
Okay, but do you think the main person that made it had to work just as much as
Everybody else
Carson I did, and someone's like you? Like I don't think someone blew up overnight. I just feel like they perfect their craft and put time and effort and hard blood, sweat, and tears and dedication over 5+ years. Cause I seen a match. I seen the old match stream literally. Like it was like a clip.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like it was like 2-3 years ago, and his thing was I'm gonna be the biggest streamer in 3 years, and he made it happen by working though. Like he didn't blow up overnight. No, he got creative. He stepped out his comfort zone, maybe with the little the rapping little stuff that he was doing. You know, the little song wars. You know, that helped him. But I feel like marketing, put himself out there more. You know, I feel like those go into play. You know, because Twitch is the hardest platform to grow on.
Agreed.
Rather than YouTube, TikTok, you can easily hit an algorithm over there, like overnight.
Yeah.
If you just craft something up.
I like that you brought up TikTok because that fucking guy, Anston Hall, whatever the fuck his name is.
Ashton Hall, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, with the Saratoga water?
Yeah, with the Saratoga water. This shit gets me so tight. He's literally just taking water when you could just get Poland spring water or any other type of water and just putting it in a glass, bro. Just get filtered water. What's the difference? All water tastes the same.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I agree. I'm not too sure.
Why does it take 2 minutes to put ice in a bottle? Shouldn't take that long, bro.
I don't even know.
I have no clue, man. I feel like this one of those little things where the next generation after us is pretty much on TikTok. The kids and whatnot, and they pretty much live on TikTok. So they seen it and they probably blew it up and was like, oh my god, like I want to try this. Mom, dad, you know how that goes, little kids. Back in our days, we had some trends too. That popped off. I can't even think of some for real, but the ice bucket.
Oh, let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about this.
No,
hold on.
But the ice bucket was actually for something.
It was
though.
for
the
ALS.
Saratoga water's for nothing.
Yeah. No, the other one that they're doing, what is it called? USC challenge. They trying to say, they made that up. You guys did not make it up. The ALS bucket challenge came first. It happened 10 years ago. I remember I did it as a kid. So don't say, we started the trend. You didn't start nothing because we had it first.
Unk status.
Yeah.
Unk right there. Unk right there.
We're Unk status right now.
Unk status.
There's a light-skinned Duke Dennis right there, yeah.
Damn.
Light-skinned Duke Dennis right there, man.
God damn.
Yeah, man. Speaking of the ice bucket challenge too, I actually seen it coming back. I was very baffled seeing that, waking up to that and seeing that really take off. I'm like,
bro, I was just surprised seeing that shit though.
But it's going to a good cause though. That's the thing. This other shit is like, why?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't understand.
Because they just want to repeat trends that already took place before. But I don't know, man.
True.
Like, I don't know.
Real question is this generation cooked?
Wait, is it our generation or the generation behind us?
Behind us.
Generation. I mean, ours is kind of cooked too.
Ours,
but the one behind
ours is cooked, but the one behind us is overcooked.
Overly cooked.
Yeah, overcooked.
TikTok overcooked it.
Like, you know how you like your steak? Like, I like my steak like medium well, medium rare. You feel me? That's the best way to eat steak. But they eat
bloody as hell.
Okay, yeah. Damn, that I don't know where my mind went to.
You're nasty.
See, bro, I don't know where my mind went to, but damn.
I don't like medium well. I like well done.
You like your so look.
I gotta have that little tough, fighting with it a little bit. Pause.
In your mouth. Fight
a little bit,
Pause.
Speaking of pause, this Diddy trial.
Oh yeah,
wait. Damn, we done with the Ashton whole topic already.
Hell yeah, we done with that shit. We just gonna keep flowing.
That guy.
Let's keep flowing, yeah. So the Diddy trial, man.
Thoughts on it?
Did he do it? Did diddle? Yes, he did.
Absolutely did.
Speaking of that, allegations pretty much it goes back into where Cassie Venture, the prosecution, when it's testified about years of alleged abuse and Christian during her relationships with Combs, including forced participation in drug-fueled sex parties known as a freak-off. Now, how do we feel about that?
A freak-off? Joe, wait, I got a question. Y'all going to a party where y'all got signed DAs?
Oh.
Nah.
I'm not doing that. As soon as I step into the
party...
I'm
going to party to have a good time. I'm not fucking writing a DA and then wearing all white.
But, bro, like, it's crazy. Like, imagine going to a party and they say, you got to sign this waiver right quick. What the hell going on in this party? What are we doing?
Like, what's going on here? Well, a lot of shit was going on in that party.
A lot of shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They were saying, yo, G, what were they saying? A lot of things was going on in that party, bro. Like a lot of like drugging and stuff. I don't want to make false accusations, but
Drug fueled
sex
parties. Yes.
Like, so that's why he used all that baby oil.
I'm assuming so. Yeah, I'm definitely assuming so.
Well,
But yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, if you heard his lawyer, he's like, yeah, he would get Costco didn't even bring us any of this baby oil. Sure. You're not getting baby oil that big in an actual store, bro. At
But
CVS.
they had thousands though. They had thousands of it though. That's the thing. He had thousands of baby oil.
But bro, he got.
Bro, I guess they're getting manufactured just somewhere. I don't even know. I guess he's getting manufactured somewhere. I can't even tell you, bro. I don't know. I can't.
Well, Johnson. Definitely in some deep shit right now.
Oh wait, what's wrong with Johnson & Johnson? But it's like, wait, whoa. Is this your Top G? Is that correct?
Johnson & Johnson makes the baby oil.
Yeah, but were they supplying them?
I would think so. Yeah,
I don't think they were supplying them with it though.
I don't think they were actually supplying them, but he was getting from
But
them.
bro, like I got a question. Do you think like the people that represent him, like his managers and stuff, were going to get that for him, like his assistants and stuff?
That much money, yeah.
Of course, I think so too. I think so too, Loki. Don't worry, Joe. Don't worry. Everything's on you right now. They can't see me do anything. What do you mean? Hold on. What you mean by that?
Like the implications of the trial.
The implications? Like,
yeah.
As in like what's he going to jail for?
Wait 1 second.
Sexual assault.
There was some.
He's going for a bunch of shit.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff he got indicted for. To be honest, not gonna lie to you.
Bro, the amount of stuff that was coming out with the sexual assaults and then what was going on behind closed doors and shit. Like, dude is cooked.
Did I know the thing with the Cassie thing? The Cassie girl, the woman. You know.
There was that other one.
Well, they'll also say.
Or ex-wife.
Yeah.
Where she was running out of the hotel.
Oh, that was Cassie.
That
was Cassie.
Yeah, Cassie. Yeah. I don't know how that's like not enough for him to be in jail. Like that should be enough to get him in jail with everything else that's going on. But I mean, he wanted a $50 million bail and he wasn't even getting that. So I mean,
$50 million bail.
Yeah.
50 M's.
That was a couple. 50 M's.
What the?
That was a couple months ago. And they denied it.
Yeah, of course.
But for some odd reason, I feel like he's gonna win this case. I have this weird feeling.
Because, bro, what do you I don't know.
I feel like if
like a 1% chance.
If that's the case, then I feel like R. Kelly will have to be free too.
But listen, R. Kelly was caught on videotape doing the stuff to girls, though. That's difference.
That's different.
It's not. Because Diddy was caught too. Camera. There's witnesses. There's cameras in the room. Apparently.
Well, there was mainly audio. I don't know about like
actual
cameras,
like video footage, like R. Kelly.
Actual footage, what was going on there?
R. Kelly freaky R.
Kelly is a bad person.
Now, how do y'all think media coverage influenced public perception of legal processing?
Media, okay, because we could have a good example of the OJ case, right? The media heavily affected the case because it was a lot of distractions going on, to be honest. A lot of distractions going on, and they were literally playing the case on every big network on TV. The OJ Simpson trial, that shit was crazy. When I watched the documentary, that shit was crazy.
Happened in 1994. Knicks were in Game 6 of the final with the Houston Rockets. Fun fact right there.
And bro, the OJ trial had more viewership than the championship.
Yeah.
And that's insane. Media is crazy. What else? What's another example? Go ahead, Joe.
You also find it crazy about the OJ case. That white Bronco, I've never seen another white Bronco after that. Ever notice that?
Nah, because you know why? Because they were trying media market it.
Well, they remade it, but I mean, I've never seen a white Bronco.
Because
94 Bronco.
Bro, yeah, 94 Bronco. Because it's cursed. It's the OJ. It's the OJ. It's known as the OJ truck. The OJ car now.
Yeah.
So who wants?
Well, what case do you think was crazy? The Aaron Hernandez case or the OJ case?
Aaron Hernandez, the tight end for the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Bro, what do you do again? I lost.
So, he played a full season. He murdered somebody, and then he murdered someone when he was in college first.
Yeah. Oh,
if
yeah.
You watched that
was
documentary.
yeah. I watched. They covered it up. Yes. Then he went to a club and shot at the club or something like that, right?
Odin Lloyd was the name. Odin Lloyd was the second murder that he got caught with.
Yeah.
And then he played a full NFL season. Mind you, he played for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, they're strict.
And Bill Belichick didn't know anything about it.
That's
apparently.
Crazy.
That's crazy. I think that's crazy. I don't know. But I think the OJ case was crazier, to be honest with you.
Bro, the OJ case is still talked about to this day, bro. Holy
I know.
Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy.
I mean, pretty questionable that he was innocent. That motherfucker definitely did it.
Bro, the gloves didn't fit. Nah, I'm just clip farming. But so bro, I gotta ask you this question. Okay. I want to move on to the topic of conspiracy theories right quick.
Hold on. Wait. Actually, okay, go ahead.
So with the conspiracy theory, right? With this segment, it's conspiracy theories. Let's dive into some conspiracy theories, guys. Ooh. So, my question is to you guys, right? Why were there so many serial killers in the 70s and 80s? And how
it was easier to get away with crimes.
Are you talking about specifically
policing was more corrupt? Now I already know what he means, but policing was
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, I'm talking about all the serial killers and everything like that. Do you guys find it weird? I don't know, the 70s and 80s,
killings was more doable back in the days because the law was more corrupt. You had the cops, getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, they used to cover for the mafia. If you know, we also have John Gotti. Mm-hmm. And he was a mafia big one actually in New York. Big. There was actually a couple, but he was definitely one of those. It was just easier to get away with. People had cops on their side. It was just the law was a little different, in my opinion. If you really do research on it, it's known facts.
I was gonna say because the 70s and 80s, if we're talking about New York City, crime was through the roof.
Yeah.
And G said, the mafia was connected with the PD, so it's the more you got away with, the less you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
But if you were talking serial killers, these serial killers were coming from states that aren't very big. So Jeffrey Dahmer, where was he? Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, yeah.
Not a big city. Wayne Gacy, Chicago. I mean, Chicago's a big city, but the smaller suburban areas, you're allowed to get away with more. He was also a clown, so cops bought that he was just the clown, not murdering people. And then he also had other businesses. The guy was just crazy. He had so many businesses of how he was just going to manipulate these kids. It's horrible what happened, but I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't know why 70s and 80s, but yeah. What are your thoughts, LV?
My thoughts is that, bro, what G was saying, it's easier to kill somebody during those times because there's barely any cameras. Everything was corrupt. Everyone just, crime was through the roof anyway. But the fact that they got away with multiple on top of multiple time after time again, that's just scary. Bro, dang. During those times, you literally had to be on edge, and plus the the drugs on the war on drugs, right? I think Joe froze. Did I freeze or Joe froze?
Nah, he's here,
Nope.
bro. He was listening.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, just like that for a second. But the war on drugs took in place in the 70s and 80s. Like a lot of shit just happened during the 70s and 80s. You know, I don't know. That wasn't even a conspiracy theory though.
That's more of a.
There's a question.
I mean, it's a question. Why was it so crazy? And no cameras, low pay. Why the fuck should the cops come help you when you're just gonna try to hurt them? So it's easier to fucking get away with everything. So, I mean, like, it's pretty obvious why people were getting killed left and right, weren't paying up. So,
okay.
I don't even know if I consider that
conspiracy. This is an actual conspiracy theory. Sorry, guys. So, I want to ask you this.
Wait. I also want to dive back into a couple of things from the beginning.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So with us starting basically off with. And did he try it, right?
Yeah.
So, with the key, with facts of Streamer University being the initiative to open all regards of their current streaming experience, whether they're established influencers or newcoming, eager to learn the ropes. What does this initiative say about the evolving landscape of content creation and the importance of community support?
Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
I'm just. Hold on. Can you repeat that question, please?
Yeah. So, what does this initiative say about the evolving landscape of content creation and the importance of community support?
Okay, so listen, content creation is going through the roof. Twitch is going to be the norm in the next 30 years, where people get on Twitch and get paid like a 9 to 5. That's where content creation is going. Content creation is more of a free landscape for people to show what they're doing with their life, to be honest, and make what's it called, mini movies, mini series, this, that, and the third. Instead of paying a subscription or paying for to go to movies, people are actually putting real life movies on themselves, mini documentaries, anything for content creation on YouTube. And I think content creation will be the next movie, will be the next reality TV just on YouTube and on Twitch coming up.
I don't know if I would agree if it's going to be the next 30 years. I think it's happening now.
You think so?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think about 30 years now.
I don't think about 30
I feel like
years.
the last 5 years with COVID and everything, people not being out, people, us growing up, we had more, outsideness, awareness, and pretty much growing up, playing games, playing dodgeball, kickball with your friends, tag, manhunt, stuff like that, ding dong ditch, basketball, football, in a nice little hot summer. Now you got kids that's more when you're in the house on their iPads, tablets, whatnot, which is the norm, I guess. Which I find a little bit crazy because, looking back at it, I'd be like, damn, we really was the last generation to really, have fun. Cause you can go to the park. You can go to the park in the summer now, and that shit is literally dry, the most driest thing.
No kids are there. That's scary.
It's actually sad. And then when you see a kid, they literally have an iPad or an iPhone. Tablet at the age of 8 years old. Bro, growing up, bro, I didn't even have an iPad or a tablet or
Same.
I have my bike and a water bottle to make a motorcycle noise in my water bottle. See, they don't know about that. Kids nowadays don't know about that. They don't know about that fun.
Right. So,
a great point though.
30 years though, I would say not 30. Now it's happening in our face. Technology just advances more and more. As we age. Changes every year, every couple months. There's always something new going on. You pretty much just have to, put yourself out there and pretty much adapt and just try your best to fit in where you fit best.
Nah, facts. Go ahead, Joe.
Honestly, it's crazy because, G said, you can go 10 years ago. You were able to just get your bike, get your backpack, your basketball, shoes, water, and there was 40 people at the park. Now when you go past a park or anything, nobody's there, and nobody's on the courts, nobody's playing football.
And you'd be like, damn, where's summer? You'd be like, damn, where's summer went?
Exactly.
Literally.
And it just sucks because kids are just so attached to screens now that they can't even keep a conversation now. They'll say hi and then they'll just go on like Twitch to watch whatever's going on or like what's on Instagram, TikTok. I just find it really sad and like I don't think kids realize how, you know, it's bad to just be having your face look at a screen. Like,
yeah, because if you really like dive into it too, and you really look at it more, stats wise, if I'm not mistaken, I will look it up, but it's pretty clear as day that kids used to study all the time. They used to, like be forced to, grab a piece of notebook and write down, shit down, or have your mom sit in front of you and just study with her for hours about the ABCs, shit that, was
biology.
important. Yeah, that was important. But now if you look at it, like if you ask a kid what's freaking 2 + 2, they might answer it, but if you get more advanced with them, they might not even know. So I feel like technology nowadays with the content creation, the evolvingness, that's definitely gonna make, I wouldn't say kids more like, I would say unintelligent.
Yeah,
Unintelligent.
and that
Unintelligent.
kind of
It's more like brain rot.
yeah, Brett. Oh God, I don't even want to get into that. That shit's crazy.
know,
But
bro, it's
that
fun.
leads to the next topic of like you said, trying to ask a more advanced question, and they go to AI like ChatGPT. So I guess we'll talk about that next. Right now,
Wait,
like
no,
what
wait,
is
hold on, wait. Before we dive off to this, now, what is the importance of community support as an evolving landscape of content creation?
having like community support? Are you
Yeah,
asking?
Your community
with
is
the whole
big.
Shimmy University, and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's almost like rooting for a team, to be honest with you. Like you want, for example, we're Knicks fans. We want the Knicks to do good, and we're gonna have their back regardless. That's how people should be with kids that are trying to get to this stream university. Like, okay, he worked his ass off. We have to give him the support right now. Why can't people just do that? Like, I don't understand why people just switch up at last second. Why? Well, I don't want to see him do good. Like, you should always support the people that came from your town. And like, I just feel like that's gone now. I feel like there's no loyalty. To be honest with you.
Nah,
I'll let you answer that, Leon. What's your opinion on that?
uh,
That's just how I feel about it.
to be honest, like when you say like loyalty, like I was saying on stream yesterday, G, don't give me nothing about what I'm about to say. But Joe, you hit it on the head, bro. Like building community for yourself. Say like for example, me, right? I don't for hypothetically like I don't really get that much support from my hometown, but strangers will come into my stream and flood in everything. So you building your own community is everything for you. Like for you don't have to depend on people from your actual community where you're from. You can have your own community or fan base. You know. So yeah, community is very important, and they actually like anything that you do. Like you can make merch. You could like do venture out to entrepreneurship, like businesses. They will flood into your business because it's you. You know, just like you said, like room for the Knicks. Yes, the Knicks might suck. They might not go far, might not do this, but I'm still gonna support my team. Still gonna buy the jersey. Still gonna go to the game. You know, so I'm still gonna support my team no matter what. And I feel like your
Like
community,
building a brand. Building a
yeah,
brand is
building
the
a
main.
brand, yeah, for yourself, yeah,
But that's when you
Mm.
find out. That's when you find out who your real people are.
yeah.
If they weren't there with you at the beginning, why are they with you now? But it's really just about building the brand.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, now, next question, last one before we move on to the next discussion point. Um, how do y'all think marketing play a part in content creation
Oh, easy.
or being an influencer?
Yeah,
Marketing's everything.
I'll let you answer.
Bro, marketing's everything, bro. Marketing's everything. If you go market yourself very well, like DDG for example, he's been relevant for over 10 years.
Nah, DDG has been going crazy lately. I can't lie. Definitely gotta give him his flowers.
He's
He's
relevant
been.
for 10 years, bro. Shit is crazy because his marketing, anything he's doing, any like crazy trend, he's doing it. Any popular trend, he's doing it. Any popular dance, any popular song, he's making the TikTok to it. He has evolved with time. I'm not gonna lie, he's always involved, and that's why he's so successful in what he's doing today. You know, but marketing yourself and just doing anything, like anything marketing to put yourself out there, you know?
Just having a belief in yourself that you could really put yourself out there.
Yeah, of course.
That could be hard for a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
Like putting yourself out there because that's more of stepping out of a boundary that you're not used to. But if you're willing to take the next step, and yeah, that's how you market yourself. just got to really put yourself out there.
Yeah,
You
marketing
kind of
and
just hit on that. I just
making
wanted to put
connections
in.
as well. Definitely marketing
Yeah.
and making connections. If you know the right people, people could help you do this and do that. But if you don't go outside, you're an introvert. You're like, how are you supposed to like make it on social media, like anywhere in
You're not
life?
gonna last. You won't
Yeah, you
last if you're
won't.
just gonna stay
If you're
introvert.
like you don't talk to people, so how are you supposed to do like content? You know, you have to be
Exactly.
hand in hand with your community. Like going back to the last question, you gotta be hand in hand with your community, build a community, and have loyal people to you. I wouldn't even call fans. I call fans my family because they're helping me get to the money, get this, and supporting me as well. So, yeah.
It's also kind of what you said, LV. Like, you don't want to be like a puppet. Like, you
Yeah.
want to just be yourself, and like you want to be able to connect to your fans, not just be like, okay, I'm just gonna say this and say that because I have to. Like, you
Mm.
should be able to just be yourself, and then people are gonna realize, okay, this guy's actually pretty cool. Not just following us, like doing this or that. Like, I think it's more of just you need to connect with the people, not just saying shit just to say. You know what? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Yeah.
Like,
Okay, now,
Yeah.
last one. How might streaming university influence the future of streaming education and mentorship?
Mm.
If
ooh,
if it does, pop off and Kai does it the right way and really,
Yeah.
market it properly and
If
really,
Well, if Kai
well,
does do it the right way, you know, those people that do get selected at Stream University, they could pass that knowledge on to other people that surround them, and the knowledge could keep going on, and everyone could win and everyone could eat. You know, so yeah, so it's all about everyone eating at the end of the day. You know, say if one of my friends got selected, I didn't get selected. My friend is gonna come back and tell me what's this, that, and the third, because he knows or she knows how to, or they them knows. You know, that the game, how to like actually make it. You know. And the thing about the Stream University, sorry, Joe. The thing about the Stream University, they're not even just talking about like social media. They're talking about financial literacy, how to handle your money, how to do this, economics, da 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 da. So if your friend goes there and gets selected, you know they could come back and just teach you the game as well.
mm.
It's very influential.
I think
Okay,
that kind of
Joe.
just defeat. I think that just defeats the purpose, though.
How
Like,
so?
so if you're going to the university, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
learning the new tricks, right? You come
Of
back,
social media. Yep.
yep, you're learning everything about it. You come back and you're telling everybody else about it. I don't know. I guess it's more of
It's almost like
like,
it's free game in the Chico.
yeah, what I feel like the university or social media, like it's not. I don't
It's
think they're
not.
benefiting
It's
it.
not organic. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
because
be
like
organic anymore.
no, it wouldn't be traditional to be honest. Like, because then they're gonna spread the information. So it's like trying to like word this like simple. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Like, and
Mm.
things that should stay confidential, that should be one of those things that stay confidential. Why would you go to the school or whatever, learn this stuff, build your craft, and then give it to other people? That's just survival of the fittest, to be honest with you.
But my
Like,
question is, right? My question, right? Say Joe, say if I got selected to Stream University, you wouldn't want me to come back and you see me thriving, this, that, and the third. You wouldn't want me to come back and help
I
you
would,
out as a friend.
I would love to see you thrive, but I wouldn't want the easy way to get there. You know what I mean? I would want to work to get up to that.
Yeah.
I don't want the shortcut. I would rather take the high road and just work my way up there.
Yeah,
To
but
be
I don't
honest
I
with
don't
you.
necessarily think they're teaching the shortcut. You know, they're just teaching like
Oh,
pointers
they're
and
not
like
teaching you the shortcut.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the kids coming back and telling their friends about it, and they're like, "Oh, how do you do it? How do you do this? How do you do that?" You should just grind it out.
True.
Going through the stress makes you a stronger person. Going through tough times is when you find out who you really are, and everybody goes through it.
So my question is,
Mm.
right? Since you said get it through the mud,
Mm.
so bro, do you think Kai's only select? He's most likely the majority of content creators that's going, aren't they already in the game? So they're not gonna give out free game. He's not gonna give out free game to people like me. You feel me?
Hmm.
No. Because I remember I seen that there was some small creators that actually
But
did get
wait, hold
accepted,
on. But
and
what
it was
happens?
from TikTok.
But what happens, right? What happens if majority the majority.
I mean, at some point you have to balance it out with. At some point, you got to balance it out with the top of the game, because if you only have one person that's at the top of the game, right, and he's trying to teach all his knowledge, right, he can't give out all of the proper tricks. You know, he's not gonna want to give out everything. So if he bring someone like Speed, Aiden, DDG,
the big time streamers.
You know, big time streamers and influencers. You know, I feel like that's more diverse and it's more options and ways of pretty much, you know, the game. You know, just like Joe said, you can't give an old dogs. No, you can't give.
You can't teach
old dogs. Yeah, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So if you're trying to give out, if one person's trying to give out $100 million worth of game, you know, there's only so much that they could give you compared to if you have 5 to 10 people that's, you know, came up differently. You know, because Kai came up through, you know, Ding Dong does videos on YouTube, and then pretty much going to skits on Instagram, and then pretty much on Facebook, right? So he pretty much opened up all different avenues to where he wasn't just a streamer at first. You know, he pretty much went from skits to streaming to YouTube creation, content creating. So I pretty much feel like he did everything in a book that worked for him best, and streaming was the one that really helped him. You know, so now let's say, right, he brings someone that comes from YouTube, right? That's YouTube game now. He brings someone from TikTok. That's TikTok game now. He brings someone from Facebook. That's Facebook game now. You know, we have so much different platforms nowadays on social media to where you can blow up in all different ways. So I feel like necessarily it's not a bad idea. You know?
No, it's a great idea. What he's doing, you know.
It's a great concept. I agree. I just feel like everybody wants to be like him. Why does everybody want to copy what he's doing? Why not build your craft? That's what I'm just trying to say.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's exactly why I tapped into the part of the different avenues.
Yeah.
The TikTok, YouTube, skits, you know, on different platforms like Facebook, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like if you push yourself enough and you really like take a chance with yourself and really like perfect your craft, you could pretty much open up your own avenue. And so no, I don't feel like if he, you know, bring on big streamers, you know, I feel like they are the teachers in a way, you know,
like the mentors, like
exactly. So, you know, I just feel like if anything, it should be different platforms as the mentors, not just all streamers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because we have people like Rage, who blew up from reactions. We have people like Kai who blew up from skits. We have people like Aiden. Who blew up from E-Days. We have people like Flight who blew up from 2K.
Yeah, it's all different avenues of how these people like got big. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else to say on that. I think it's a great concept. Do you guys see this lasting though?
Streaming, yes, 100%.
In like the next 5 to 10 years, you think this will be like the new? Here, go here, learn some tricks, come back.
I mean, YouTube lasted for 5 to 7 years before streaming came around. So,
yeah. I also just feel like during COVID, that's when might have just been me, but I feel like that's when streaming and live streaming started to pop off on like Twitch. And all this, and I didn't know any of this stuff, and I'm looking into it. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like people are actually filming themselves.
Yeah, of course. Because I remember during COVID, shit before Kai and Aiden and them, it was Tory Lanez on IG.
Yeah.
It
was Tory Lanez on IG hosting the COVID little streams.
Yeah, that's insane too. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, you know, actually, so I feel like.
I'll let you finish it. My bad.
Yeah, so I feel like, you know, it all started there for real with Tory, you know, and everyone just pretty much ran with it. I was like, you know what? We're at a time of life where we're in the house bored. We gotta, you know, no one's making money, no one's working as much. You know, you just gotta brainstorm.
I also agree that during COVID, gaming was at peak.
Fortnite
Fortnite was at it like
That was his peak,
bro.
Oh my god. That
Yeah,
was his peak right
God.
there.
And honestly, this might just be me. I loved quarantining.
Yeah, I
I
did too.
got
No,
I
I
went
did
to
too. No, I did
I
too.
was
I feel like it was the best times of my life.
literally like I would go to school online, and then after I got off the call, you just hopped on Fortnite or whatever. You played like 2K, Madden, whatever. You played for hours because you know you didn't have class till like 12 the next day.
Yeah.
You could sleep in. I honestly, it was great. It sucked what was going on, but it was great. I really enjoyed it.
It was definitely a good time. Okay, now I think now let's
So wait,
discuss
Joe. Wait, hold on, Joe. What was your question, AI thing?
oh yeah, you have a question.
Oh yeah, this is with all the new technology like what we're talking now. Like, what are your thoughts on AI? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Like, I'm still in between about it.
It has its pros and cons, but I think it has more cons than anything. It has a lot of pros, but it has more cons. One, school,
I
right?
feel like
Chat GPT. A lot of people are utilizing Chat
academically, I feel
GPT.
like it's the worst thing to
Yes,
do.
academically, yes. That's what it is. People are cheating. People are literally letting ChatGPT do all their assignments, all their papers, and everything like that. And it's just people aren't learning anything. But with
Exactly.
ChatGPT for school, right? This is a con. This is a pro right now. The pro is what happens if you miss the class, this, that, and the third. But that the ChatGPT could teach you everything right there if you ask the question, as well. That's more of a pro. But there's more constant pros when it comes to that with the AI. AI is very dangerous. AI could make a picture of you somewhere and you wasn't there. AI can make you talk and say anything that you wanted to say, and it's not really you talking. So AI is very scary. It's very scary, but it's a good thing as well.
I think it's good. I would have to disagree with you with the academics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad that all these kids are cheating on tests and shit, but it could also, like you said, help you with the classes that you missed.
Yeah.
Or if you don't understand a question,
Uh,
like
you
if
can
it's an
break it down
online
for you.
class, you
Yeah.
can just crop the question into ChatGPT, and it explain it to you. That I found because I'm not gonna lie, I did use ChatGPT a little bit to help with some questions, not like test or anything,
Yeah.
but to help with like some questions and stuff. And I actually found it more helpful than
Actual
looking
professor.
at like slides and shit. But outside of using it for school, it's definitely scary. It absolutely is scary, and it might be. I'd say it might not even be 10 years. I feel like 5 years from now, everything is like you're not gonna tell what is AI or not.
That's the
And I
scary
feel like
part.
that's gonna be that's the
That's the
scary
scary
part.
part right there. That's really the scary part, bro.
Like I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. Do you think it would be
Yeah.
more of a bad thing? You think or good? I think it's more bad to be
It's more
honest.
bad than good, to be honest. Like it's like a yin yang. It's more yin than the yang, or more yang than the yin. You know.
Sure.
It's more yang than the yin and more yang than the yin. You know, but the pros and cons.
Yin yang, yu yang, whatever.
All right,
Little
now
Dixie
right
Five.
now let's dive back into the Saratoga sparkle, the Ashton
Oh
Hall's
fuck.
morning routine and fortified,
Man,
now and like the key facts is that pretty much being Hall's video showcasing his morning routine with Saratoga water went viral, amassing millions of views, and then along with the video sparked like a wave of memes and priorities, influencing internet cultures and trends. But also, Saratoga definitely did experience a high significant stock increase in the video popularity.
bro, this dude got a whole
But
brand deal with them. I went to Stop and Shop the other day and I saw his face.
Whole brand deal with a water company is crazy work.
Because you
like,
splashed your face with
bro,
water, then you went to go run
He's
for 10 seconds.
wasting so much fucking water. Just use the
bro
tap
just got
water.
bro got 100 million. Bro probably got like 100 packs of water in his crib, just like chilling right
Saratoga,
now,
he
like
got a
just
lifetime supply of Saratoga.
I could
every
literally
week.
just put water in this, and I'd be like, "Oh, this is Saratoga water."
It's that
yeah,
Ashton
but
Hall water.
how did a simple morning routine become a culture phenomenon?
Because, bro, you know why? Because the first thing that I've noticed
World
with
we
his
live in.
videos, yeah, the world we live in, everyone wants to seek attention, But the one thing that I noticed on his videos, like with the Saratoga water thing, The times. It's funny how he put the times, bro. Like 1 minute he could do this, then the next minute he's doing something else. Like he went
It
basketball.
doesn't take 5 minutes to walk outside, bro. I don't care. This is a little off topic with the Saratoga water, but he's walking. It's like 7:05 at night, and it takes him 5 minutes to walk outside when the door is right there. Shouldn't take you that long, bro. Just take a step outside. You can look at the view, bro. This shit gets me so mad, bro. And people are tuning into the shit, bro. I can't, bro.
Bro.
Sorry, Chad. I'm about to crash out on a live stream right now.
But bro,
All right, now.
It's a waste of water. It's a waste of water. I'm sick of this motherfucker, bro.
All right, now, what role do influencers play in shaping consumer behavior and brand perceptions?
A lot of influencers, man. I hate to bring them up. Kanye West. A lot of people started wearing Yeezys, well, more Adidas because of Kanye and his Adidas collab. He has a lot of He had a lot of influence with that. He had a bunch of influence. Just like with Michael Jordan with Nike. A lot of people wear Nikes because of Michael Jordan. Jordans because of Michael Jordan. You know, the brand is also making a fortune off the name Michael Jordan and the shoes. So yeah, celebrities and everything influence a lot of things. The Kardashians, right? Back in the 2000s, they wanted people start getting BBLs because of Kim Kardashian. I'm keeping it a buck. Not early 2000s, but women back then was petite. They didn't want the BBLs. They wasn't doing all that stuff, no extra stuff. It was natural beauty. Natural beauty. Nowadays, it's all about the BBLs.
Brain rot.
Kim Kardashian started
brainwashing these kids, man.
When Kim Kardashian got the BBL, people were like, oh my God, look at her butt. Let me do the same thing. That's what they did. So yeah.
I just think it's brainwashed. People are tuning into this shit.
Bro,
to be honest with you.
It's a lot of things that's brainwashed, bro.
Like, bro, you know what I was doing in the early 2000s? I was fucking watching Monster Jam or NFL on Sunday,
bro,
or hockey,
freaking
or basketball.
Watching sports and watching John Cena win his 30,000 championship.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just this media world definitely has a huge influence on what's going on today.
Media is crazy with politics and anything that we do. Media is insane, bro.
Like you could say one thing and like a bunch of people are supporting you about it for the wrong reasons. To be honest with you. What was the second part of that question?
Yeah. So the second part of that question was brand perception.
What do you mean by brand?
What role do influencers play in shaping consumer behavior or and brand perception? Sorry.
Oh, that's
like how does
influencers?
Michael Jordan
effect. Michael Jordan effect.
Yeah, this is more. That's more of like what we were talking about earlier with the marketing yourself.
Yeah. Of course.
Like marketing your name, like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tom Brady.
When you get these big guys that sign contracts with your brands and stuff.
I don't know about Kanye. Kanye's been in some deep water right now.
Kanye
but
lost billions of dollars with Adidas.
Yeah,
and
but
everything else that's going
I think people just buy it because of the name. Literally, that's doesn't mean they're gonna play like them, but like they'll just have the shoe or clothing or whatever.
They think. Kids. Right in the commercials, they like, oh, you wear Jordans, you get to play like Jordans. You wear LeBrons, you get to play like LeBrons.
Want to be like Mike, yeah.
Want to be like Mike, exactly. Like with Anthony Edwards.
You gotta be riding the left bench.
The new AE shoes, the Anthony Edwards shoes, bro. A lot of kids are like, oh, I want to play like Anthony Edwards, dunk like him, shoot like him. That they getting these shoes. Hot.
The gym, Brody.
That shit don't work. That shit don't work.
Bro,
I put some LeBrons on. I tried to dunk. I still couldn't dunk. Not gonna lie.
Or I just buy the shoes because I just need a new pair of shoes.
Now, fellas. I don't know if we're done with this topic yet, but if we are, so what kind of jerseys is that, fellas?
This is a New York Knicks jersey. Knicks in 5. Boston. Who wants to go to Boston for vacation?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Calm down.
My fault.
All right, guys. The moment I know y'all been waiting for to talk about. It seems like I know we've been talking about the Diddy trial, the Kosh and that, the Saratoga water. I get it. I could tell y'all really hyped. It's going to be definitely, I think we're 47 minutes in right now. It's definitely been a good, podcast stream with me on it. I feel like we're definitely more, talking about everything. But, okay, now, right, the next playoff surge, a champion dream in the making, right? Overall, the New York Knicks has taken a commanding 3-1 lead in their Eastern Conference semifinals against the Boston Celtics following a 121 to a 113 victory on May 12, 2025. The wins positioned them just one game away from their first Eastern Conference Finals appearance since 1999. That's crazy. I can't lie. But the key highlights. Wait. Hold on. Wait. The key highlights of that being, Jalen Brunson's stellar performance. Leading the Knicks to 39 points, 12 assists, showing his ability to perform under pressure. Mikal Bridges' all-around contribution with delivering his best game as a Knicks. Contributing 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals, playing a pivotal role in the fourth quarter comeback. And then, of course, the one and only Jason Tatum's, injury blow to the Celtics. Suffering a
speedy recovery,
injury late in the game, casting double of his availability the remainder of the series. How have the Knicks' recent acquisitions and team chemistry contributed to their playoff success?
Let you go first, Leon.
Go ahead, Joe. No, you go.
Oh, all right. I think what we saw last night in the New York Knicks, Madison Square Garden, 7:30 Eastern Time, so about 9:30. We saw. Chill out. Hold up. We saw grit, determination, heart, team. You know why? Last night is what the Knicks were supposed to be all season. Everybody was clicking. Brunson, this ain't new. This is not new. Brunson is going to be a top 3 Knick of all time. He might just be the greatest Knick of all time after this series. Nobody gave us a chance. Not me, the Knicks. I'm not on the team. Let me clarify that. But I believe in this New York team. I don't care who they play in the next round. It might be another series in 5. It just might be. The Knicks have had the hardest road to get to the Eastern Conference Final. But what we saw last night is what could be one of the greatest runs in New York history. Sports history. That's all I got to say. Keep giving us being the underdog. That's it.
LV.
You know what it is. What? You know what it is. I've been waiting for this moment this whole time. Who wants to go to Boston? Who wants to go to Boston? You know what? Knicks in 5, baby. Knicks in 5. That's why I said from the beginning. And my boy Meek, we made a bet last year during this exact time, right? The second round, the Knicks were about to lose. Second round to the Pacers last year. And me and my boy Meek got into a heated argument around this time. I said, Meek, you know what? I believe in my team so much, I'll bet you $200 that the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And guess what? Dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. I'm a prophet. Stop playing with me. I'm a sidekick. I'm a prophet. I'm everything. Knicks in 5.
Okay, now, how have the Knicks' recent acquisitions and team chemistry contributed to their playoff?
Oh, Villanova Knicks, baby. Villanova Knicks. They clicking. Villanova Knicks. Sassy Cat. Okay. The big Dominican in the paint. Karl Anthony Towns is playing lights out. OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges locking down Jason Tatum. Actually, they didn't lock him down. I ain't gonna cap. He had 42.
I was gonna say there was no locking down. The shit was open.
Open wide. Open sesame. But they doing their thing. They playing. They putting up big numbers when they have to. Yesterday, the last night's game, there was 4 starters in the Knicks lineup that had 20+ points. That's Mikal, Cat, Big Body Brunson, and Mikal Bridges.
Nobody's talking about how that chemistry has clicked this series.
Of course.
You didn't really see it all season.
Nope.
You can even put the Pistons series in there.
Yeah.
They did not. They looked like they were just lost this whole season. In the 3rd seed, it looked like they weren't clicking that much. There was guys having big games left and right. But I think last night you saw what they traded 5 first-round picks for to get Mikal Bridges.
Yep, he said F them picks.
Fuck them picks. Fuck them. And last night you saw they were just clicking on all cylinders. They started out slow. They were able to keep up with these big guys.
Yeah, they always start out slow. That's the problem. They start out slow and they get hot in the third and fourth quarter.
But
they come out hot every single game. They killing teams.
That's why you make the big trade for Cat. You get a guy that can get you those rebounds. You got Mitchell Robinson getting you 5 offensive rebounds against a Celtics team that rebounds the ball almost every single time they're in the O-zone. That's huge. That is huge. Then then you pay all this money. The OG, everybody was kind of a little suspicious, but he was clicking.
OG clicking.
Couple questionable games, but he's been clicking. And that's why I think it's now coming together like, okay, this is what the team we were supposed to see at the beginning of the year. Now it's all coming together.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody's on all cylinders. And also Jalen Brunson had 12 assists, unlike him, but
yeah,
12 assists last night.
He doesn't pass the ball that much, but like Joe was saying, the Knicks, they looked amazing last night. Not the first half, obviously, but the second half when they come together as a team and start playing team ball, playing smart ball, and just scoring, getting rebounds, blocking shots, shooting free throws. Mitch, you still got to work on some free throws, baby. You could come to my gym. We could work on some free throws. You know, I could get you right, baby. But the Knicks just click. They just clicking, and I hope that this continues to the next round. But bro, we still have to beat Boston. We still got to beat Boston. Their job is not finished until we beat them. The series is over. Then we can focus on Indiana or the Cavs.
I know we're happy about the Knicks one, but how deflating is this for the Celtics, man? Oh, yeah. You just lost your star player, man. Like the heart and soul of your team, man.
JT and Little Deuce, Little Deuce. You feel me? But prayers out to JT and his family, JT is a wonderful player, even though he gets a lot of hate.
He's a dog, bro.
Even though he gets
I hate that he's a Celtic, but he's a dog.
Even though JT gets a lot of hate, man, I hate to see people call him a D-Rider, this, that, and the third. He's a really great player, man. And to say that JT, when LeBron leaves, is not going to be the face of the player with Luka and AE, you're crazy. JT has won a chip, and people forget about that. He has won an NBA championship.
Yeah. Beating Luka, by the way.
Luka.
Okay.
We're still gonna beating Luka, but they're still putting Luka over JT for some reason. But that's just me, though.
He is the face of the league when LeBron leaves, or Giannis, or somebody, or Wemby. But I'll put JT.
Or Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's up there with 8. Well, I would put JT because he has a chip. Not gonna lie. So. But the way AE's been playing.
Forgetting about Jaylen Brown. Yeah. Forgetting about Jaylen Brown. You paid him all that money, and he had 5 fouls last night. He can't be having those performances.
Not at all. But I just feel
he's gonna have to step up big.
Bro, I just feel like he doesn't want to be there anymore. Have you seen his demeanor, his actions, bro? It's like he doesn't want to be in Boston anymore.
It bothers the shit out of me that guys get paid so much money for these moments and they don't want to show up.
Bro, isn't he one of the highest paid players in the league?
He got $300 million, bro.
For how many years?
That's like
8.
I forgot how long I think it was 5. It was 4 years, 4-year contract.
Yo, Top G, look that up. Look that up right quick, Top G.
But he needs.
Oh wait, look at what?
Jaylen Brown contract.
He needs to step up, Game 5. Because bro, he was the guy last year. It's crazy to say in that run, he was the guy.
He got the MVP, right?
He was the guy. Yep. Like, they're gonna need to start, getting guys on the bench to start getting some minutes, bro. How are you gonna fill 42 points? How are you gonna fill that void? You got Kobe White. He could shoot the 3. KP's, he's battling an illness, but wake up, dude.
Yeah.
He traded a lot to get you here.
Actually, in July 2023, Jaylen Brown signed a 5-year contract of $3.7 million, supermax extension with the Boston Celtics, making him the richest deal in NBA history at that time.
What was that number? 300 and what?
303.7.
$370 million?
Yeah.
370, Joe. 370 money. How much is that a year?
5 personal fouls in one of the biggest games of your career.
That's like 50 M's a year. Hold on.
Approximately maxing out at $60.7 million salary.
He's making $70 million a year.
Get the salary for a second. He needs to step up, bro.
Bro,
Game 5.
You know how much money that is? $70 million a year? NFL players don't even get that. NFL players don't even get that in a year. NHL players don't even get that in a year. That's talking.
Actually, you're saying 60 mil?
70 mil.
Yeah.
60, 70 mil. I was going to say 60. Dak's getting paid 60.
60 mil a year?
Yeah.
How much is his contract?
Well, they don't have the big max contract. I think it's like a 4-year.
4 years, 60 million?
Well, he's making 60 million a year. He got over like 275, 300.
Wait, are you talking about Dax from the
Dexter Lawrence?
Dax from the Dax who?
No, Dexter Lawrence for the New York Giants.
No, not Dex. I'm talking about Dak Prescott.
No. I was going to say, Prescott signed a 4-year contract of $240 million.
He's the highest paid quarterback. I know that.
But the highest paid in NFL history.
So Joe, $370 million.
Yep.
Jaylen Brown's making $100 more million than the highest paid player in the NFL.
He's not even. He's the highest paid player on his team, and
he's averaging. Well, I was listening speaking. He's averaging 60 mil like Jalen. So they're pretty much at the same boat. Just
But yeah, Jalen's is more like longevity. Yeah.
But the real question is, who's going to be the next guy that steps up in that lineup, dude? For the Celtics.
I say Payne Pritchard.
It's got to be Brown, bro.
Brown or Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday's been bad.
He got to step it up.
I love Drew Holiday. I think he's a great defender. He's an all-around, just two-way good player. He has been invincible this series.
Yeah.
He has been really bad. Nobody is talking about it on ESPN, TNT. Like, he has been bad, dude. And, like, that is unlike Drew Holiday. He can give you at least 15 a night. Bro, he's only touching the ball like 5 times. Like, what is this logic? Is this also a coaching thing? Do you guys agree?
For like,
do you think the coach just doesn't know what he's doing?
Hey, Levi loves things. How you doing? I don't think it's a coach thing. I think it's more as a player thing, to be honest. It's more of the players, to be honest. The players got to step up. Because I know I know their coach, his name's Mazzulla, right? Mazzulla?
Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah, Joe Mazzulla. Yeah, he's a really good coach. And I'm pretty sure
you think so?
He's telling he's telling his guys, like, we got to step it up. But it's like a mental thing for some people, like some players. Like, Joe, we were football players, basketball players, bro. There's some games we didn't really want to play as hard, but our coach tells us and we still don't do it. So it's all about the players actually playing the game, not gonna lie.
I just don't think he makes adjustments.
No, he doesn't.
I think he inherited a good team from Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens, yes, he did.
He inherited a really good team that he built. Who the fuck did he bring in?
He didn't bring anyone, to be honest. But isn't Brad Stevens
Brad Stevens got Kristaps. He got Drew. He drafted Pritchard.
Oh, he had Marcus Smart too. That was a good team with Marcus Smart too.
Yeah, they shouldn't. I don't think they should have got rid of him.
No, that was a really good Boston team.
He was the glue guy.
Boston really had a good team for years.
Yeah, but so we're saying Knicks in 5. Like, we're very confident in this.
Yes, very confident.
All right, now for the next question, right? What challenges might the Knicks face in the upcoming round, and how can they prepare to overcome them? From performance to it all.
Okay, for the next round.
The series is not over with Indy and Cleveland.
Yeah, it's not over. It's not over. But any team, the Knicks are still gonna struggle just a tiny bit, because both teams play fast paced. They play the 3, but I don't think that those teams are as talented as Boston. So the struggles will be the Knicks trying to keep up with the shooting and everything like that. But I think it's going to be a challenge for both of those teams as the Cavs and Indiana. Well, mostly for Indiana, they're going to struggle against the Knicks. But the Knicks are definitely going to struggle against the Cavs because the Cavs beating the Knicks every single time this regular season.
Regular season doesn't matter. It's a different. Playoffs is different.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going to play Indiana. I'm not going to jinx or anything, but they play Indiana. I'm liking the Knicks' chances there.
Yeah, I think it goes 5 games.
I think it goes 5 or 6. I'm not even trying to be biased here. When the Pacers beat them in 7 last year, they didn't have Anunoby. Randall was out. Brunson broke his ankle in Game 7.
Wasn't Josh Hart
You
out
bring
as
in
well?
Josh Hart had an abdominal tear.
Yeah.
You brought in Mikal Bridges. You re-signed OG Anunoby. You traded DiVincenzo and Randall for Cat, a superstar. And I don't see Indiana sticking with these guys.
Hell no, most definitely not.
Indiana's got a really good team though. I'm not
do.
not discrediting that. They have a really good team. Superstar with Tyrese, but challenges they're going to face is just speed. Knicks are not a fast-paced team,
They're a very
and
slow-paced team.
The Knicks could beat you in the paint. And the stats here: 64 points in the paint last night compared to 32. And I honestly think if they take advantage of Miles Turner, who's not a good rim protector, I believe, Pat might have a big series.
Yeah.
That's if it's Indiana. If it's Cleveland, it might be different. But Cleveland, they've been up and down, so I don't know. And they might get closed out tonight because Mitchell's out.
Yeah.
I think Mitchell has just been confirmed out.
Isn't Evan Mobley and Garland not playing as well?
Garland was playing. He played really bad when they played in Indiana. They got smoked by 41
Oh,
at
yeah,
half.
they did get smoked. Oh, my God. Indiana put up 80 points, right?
Yeah, it was like 80. It was like 80 to like 41. Like,
dang.
An NBA team got blown out by 40. But to answer your question with the weaknesses that they might or the bumps in the road, just being able to keep up. But right now, they'd be playing behind, and they have all the energy in the second half. So that's just my opinion.
Okay.
All right, now, hold on, give me 1 second. How do y'all think the Knicks fans are reacting right now, and what does this mean for the city's sport culture?
Ooh, this means everything for the Knicks fans, bro. It means everything. The last time the Knicks went to the Eastern Conference Finals was 1999.
Was 1999.
1999. Damn near Joe's whole lives. We weren't even thought of 1999. You know, that shit is insane. For Knicks fans, it means everything because we have to see freaking players like Langston Galloway, Alonzo Trier play basketball, Noah Van Lee, Quincy Acey start on the New York Knicks for some time.
Damian Dotson.
The list goes on. And
Alexei Shved,
these
Ron
guys
Baker.
they were terrible players. Like the Knicks organization did not care about its fans. Now that we have a new regime, a new GM, we have the old GM still, but like a new regime in the front office a little bit. You know, they're actually giving Knicks fans what they want. They're bringing in the talent, they're bringing in the superstars, and they're doing a hell of a job.
I have something to say about Leon Rose. At first, Leon Rose was a little questionable when he first came here because he wasn't making moves. You remember he drafted Obi Toppin, R.J. Barrett, Manuel Quickley, and those were your cornerstone guys. He brought in he didn't bring in Randall. Randall was from the old regime.
Yeah, he's from the old regime, yeah.
But remember when he first came in and during the bubble year, or not the bubble year, but the COVID year, the Knicks made the playoffs with a really not so talented roster.
At all.
I feel Leon finally got into his own maybe 2 years ago when he brought in Brunson, or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then making the big trade for OG. That was huge. That was like a franchise-altering move right there. Because one, you gave up two really good young talent in RJ and IQ. That was at the time, everybody was like, what the hell are we doing? And then I just feel, the city of New York deserves this. We have been through so much shit with the sports. Giants were bad. We could go, the list was on of how many bad teams there were. Old New football teams were bad. The Rangers lost in the Eastern Conference Final last year in heartbreak. Islanders got their ass kicked in the first round. The Yankees losing the World Series. Mets losing in the NLCS. It's time. I think it's time for a New York team to win. Basketball gods are definitely on our side right now. And I think we have every right to react how we are now because we've been through a lot with this Knicks team. And honestly, it's great for the NBA that the Knicks are good. When the Knicks are good, the NBA is prospering. That's just my opinion on it. I don't know what your opinion is on it, Leon. I just feel, I'm getting like chills right now just thinking about how bad this team was to what they've come to now. Like, I don't care if they need a win, bro. I'm
They have
not
to win.
taking no Eastern Conference trip and then losing.
They have to win.
The city needs a championship.
Especially from the
So
Knicks. The last time the Knicks won a championship was the 60s. The 60s. Or 70s, right?
72 was their last championship.
1972, right? This damn near the 60s. God damn. 1972. Old as hell.
New York deserves it.
New York deserves everything.
The shit.
New York deserves the championship, bro.
I'm so sick. Like, I'm so sick and tired of LA winning every single year, and I'm glad LA.
Boston. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sick of all these other teams winning, man. It bothers the shit out of me. Knicks time, bro. And maybe if the Knicks win, this will get the ball rolling for other teams to start winning.
Hell yeah!
I hope.
Means if the Knicks win, then you know who's coming up. Well, the Yankees are definitely coming up, but the Knicks, it's gonna be a domino effect. The Knicks, Yankees. Let's see.
I don't know about the Giants.
Hell no. Giants, that's like 3 years.
I don't know about the Jets. I don't know about.
Oh, the Jets
New
are
York
set
football.
back like 10 years. Another 10 years again. But Joe, this completes it, bro. We've seen the Yankees win a World Series when we were younger, right? We've seen the Giants win NFL Super Bowl twice. It completes it for me. The Knicks winning the championship. I could die now.
Nah, bro.
What's next?
I can't.
What's next?
I need to see the Rangers win in my lifetime.
Oh yeah, the Rangers, yeah.
Like, I think what his question though with how we're reacting as fans, we deserve this shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Like, we shouldn't be like told, nah, you can't say that, you can't. Like, nah, bullshit, bro. Last 25 years, bro, have been absolutely hell for this team. And you know what? Fuck them.
Because we here, baby. New York is back on the map.
That's all I gotta say.
All right. So, okay. Honestly, I feel like that concludes the podcast for the day. You know, unless you have more to talk about.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch more.
Shit, you only told me 3 topics, buddy. Shit, my bad.
So, Joe,
I only had 3.
Nope.
So we have to talk about WWE right quick. You know, Joe and I are WWE fans. You know, let's talk about Backlash. Man, Backlash was crazy. I didn't really get to watch the entire thing. To be honest, I only watched the John Cena versus Randy Orton because I'm a John Cena Glazer. I'm a John Cena meat rider. I'm a John Cena Glazer meat rider. Everything you want to call me, I'm a John Cena.
That was our childhood right there, though.
My childhood right there.
Randy versus John Cena.
That was crazy. But the first,
Grown man,
I think it was
grown man talking about some he's glazing. Grown ass man. Bro, you know what? I'm clip farming now. Yo, bro, you're dead. Yo, bro, you're dead ass 23 talking about some that you're glazing. You don't care. So you telling me like you're the type to go into fucking Dunkin' Donuts and take a glazed donut, right? I could just tell that you just love just the white creamy stuff all over your mouth and in your like on your lips, don't you? Like it just foaming out your mouth. You know, I'm tired of you in these comments lately, but Cena Nation?
Nah, you got him pulling out the headband. Oh,
Cena
no.
Nation. Yo, if John Cena was like glaze me, you're glazing him. And they ain't gonna keep on going. Like you're a grown man doing this with your mouth. Like, and they ain't gonna, you really had the marketing on point. You really had the marketing on point. Like, you just waiting for me, right?
Your brand. This is how you get your brand up.
Nah, you were just waiting for me, right? Huh? You're a grown man talking about some. This is my childhood.
Cause it is my childhood. Why you hating?
Glaze me.
What you hating for?
Hey, how
about John Cena need to come out with the glaze me donut and put your face on it.
Yeah, explain to the listeners what glazing means.
Yeah, so glaze me coming from a influential content creator named Phantom, aka AMP Phantom. Yes, when people glaze him, he says glaze me, meaning that You're basically meat riding. You're jumping on another man's meat and you're riding like a woman would. Sorry for all my sorry for all my young audience. I apologize. You see me. Yo, he got the headband, the shirt, the wristbands, everything, like it's just phenomenal dick ride. Your mouth right now is foaming out of the mouth. It's wet, moist. Not one but two shirts, right? Phenomenal. Phenomenal chat. Phenomenal. And this is one in a million right here.
Bro, he's still going. He's still going.
Chat, this is one in a million, chat.
Wait, but what? You know what I'm questioning? How does he have this all right here?
Right, the house is so ready. Like he was like he was ready, right, Joe?
Yeah, bro, he was ready for this shit.
Bro, he was prepared. Yo, he had 4 shirts. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4, 5. Joe, look. Joe, there's still more coming out.
Okay, that one's kind of heat. I'm not gonna lie.
Is he? If glazed meat was a, if there's a definition for it, it would be SME LV3. The only thing he's missing is a championship belt now.
No, but you know what's crazy? He had all this shit just ready to go.
Right, like, I just don't understand it. No, this is not set up, by the way. I know this is not scripted. YouTube, it's not scripted at all.
Oh no, my draw's right here. All my Arsenal shirts.
He's really just glazed me. Prepared.
What do you think's more impressive? Him being a super fan or just having all this shit ready to go?
I would just say having it all ready to go. Like he was just prepared for that comment, He was prepared to hear someone call him a D writer.
He's just a big fan. I'm not gonna.
He was here to prove himself.
Big fan.
I'm a big fan of John Cena, man. This man right here.
Yeah, how did we feel about that? Then I forgot his name. He just passed away recently. WWE.
Sabu, man.
Rest in peace,
yeah, RP
ECW legend. Sabu, man, my guy. I love ECW. That shit was crazy. Ran by Paul Heyman.
But yeah, man.
She was like,
extreme.
Rest in peace, Sabu, man. He's a legend in WWE, not NXT.
You know, he was just a white guy.
Yeah, he was a white guy that was trying to be a Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you trying to say?
It was a
storyline. They tried to make him something like a whole nother race that he wasn't.
Yeah, that's what they do in WWE majority of the time. They do that a lot of times. They try to make
same with
Kofi Kingston. They try to make Kofi Kingston Jamaican. He's not even close to Jamaican.
He wasn't even Jamaican.
He's from Ghana.
Yeah.
Be back, fellas. I gotta go pee, fellas.
All right, go ahead.
Carry on.
Nice.
But yeah.
But before we got with your Cena fandom, that was our childhood right there, man. That was the last match ever. Randy Orton versus John Cena.
That was crazy. It was a good match.
As the story keeps going, John Cena obviously won.
Yeah.
So that's good. He's defended his title.
Glaze me.
But loved Randy Orton growing up, though. Loved Randy Orton growing up. RKO, iconic, vintage, one of the best finishers ever. What were your thoughts on it? I mean, definitely expected.
It was a great match. They put on a great show for being 45 plus years old. They did a great time. They had a great time. But the thing I want to talk about is John Cena putting R-Truth through a table. Okay, that's but bro, there's a meaning behind it. You know how R-Truth came up to John Cena? I love you. You've been my childhood hero.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Joe, do you remember once in a time, R-Truth and John Cena?
Once upon a time.
Yeah, back in the day, John Cena and R-Truth had a rivalry back in the day.
Yeah, they did.
R-Truth hated John Cena.
Late 2000s?
Yeah, him and The Miz. R-Truth and The Miz had a hate for John Cena. So, does that tell us that John Cena is just tired of the fakeness? He's just tired of it. He's tired of this fakeness. He's going to show us the real. So, with R-Truth acting like this for over the years, do you think R-Truth has been putting on a front for a long-ass time and just acting like this for no reason? You know? Is he just doing it?
He's just acting like this for no reason.
Or is he acting like that for no reason whatsoever? And John Cena is not falling for the bullshit. He's not falling for any of that. So he respectfully put him through the table.
Respect it.
Yeah.
He's tired of the shit.
John Cena's keeping it real.
I just wish John Cena became heel earlier.
Yeah.
I hate that it's at the end of his career now.
He was a baby face for the longest, bro. A baby face for the longest.
So that was the big event everybody wanted to tune in.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were Gunther versus McAfee, Pat McAfee. If anybody doesn't know who Pat McAfee was, former NFL punter, one of the best punters of all time, actually.
Wait, Joe, didn't he get his own onside kick? Didn't he do his own? Didn't he get his own onside kick?
Yeah, he did. Yep,
that was him, right?
Against the Texans on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
Yep.
But he didn't win the match, but shows the loyalty he had towards Michael Cole, who's a legend. And honestly, Gunther's a fucking piece of shit. But that's just me though. I think he did everything he could, but Gunther's he's a massive human being. So
yeah,
I mean,
like, I'm not gonna lie, he's a prick.
He's a dick.
Gunther's a prick. Man.
I'm just so glad Jey Uso beat him at WrestleMania. That was great.
But Joe, did you know they're fighting again at Saturday Night Main Event?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I
they're
got to tune in.
Yeah, last night, Gunther came out on Raw while I was watching. He came out to Raw and he challenged Jey Uso for the title again, and so they're gonna fight next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
I gotta tune in.
Saturday Night Main Event. Yes, sir. Again.
What else? What were the other big? Fatu kept his defended his title.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu was a freaking monster, bro. Bro, I gotta watch the highlights of that match, bro, because I know that match was a banger. First,
it was McIntyre, LA Knight, and
Damian Priest. Bro, that's a banger. That's
crazy.
A WrestleMania type of match right there. That's crazy.
Absolutely. All just massive human beings. Crazy.
Jacob Fatu's a freaking animal, bro. It's like AI made him, bro. It's like he was made in a lab. What kind of big flipping like that?
That bloodline, they're just producing wrestlers left and right.
So left and right, you got The Rock, you got Roman, you got the Usos, you got Jacob Fatu. You have on the come up Zilla Fatu. Zilla is a.
Wait, hold on. Yo, we're forgetting about some legends here.
Hold on. Wait.
Maga.
Wait. I'm talking about the now. I'm talking about now.
Now. Okay.
Now they have Zilla Fatu. They have did I say the Usos? The Usos, obviously.
Yeah.
They have Tamina. They have who else? Who is married to Jimmy? Naomi. They have Nia Jax. That's current 10 freaking relatives in WWE right now. That is insane. Then they have Ava that runs NXT. That's The Rock's daughter. She's like a president or a manager for NXT. Then you have The Rock. Then you have the Samoan Samoan twins. You feel me? Roman's dad was one of the tag teams. Then you have, like I said, The Rock. You got Rocky Johnson. You got who else? You have Rikishi. You have Rikishi. Then you have the Umaga. Then you have remember the Hurricane's partner, Joe, the big guy.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'll look that up when we're done with the pod. But oh my God. I forgot his name. It's a huge bloodline, though. That's the main thing.
Bro,
it was
that was Roman Reigns' brother. That's his brother.
Brother, yeah.
That's insane.
Absolutely insane.
The bloodline, like.
Any other snippets you got from the backlash? I think there was just the promo, right?
With Jey Uso and Jake Paul, or whatever.
That should be good. Because Logan's just a scum. He's
Logan's.
He's actually good at this, man. He likes he likes being the.
Yeah, he's in it.
Loves it.
Yeah.
And Jey Uso, everybody loves Jey Uso. I don't think there's not much. Yeet. But yeah, not much else. I mean, those are the pretty big things that happened in Backlash. Yeah, man.
Yeah. To be honest,
I think
so, bro. I want to get to this conspiracy theory. I want to get to know what y'all think. Let's talk about if the moon landing was fake or not. So, what do you guys think?
Ooh.
G, you want to answer the first one, G? Or did G leave?
I don't know.
No,
But
he's still here, but he probably went to the bathroom or something. But he's probably
that's
laying down.
tough, dude. That's tough.
The moon landing in 1968? Neil Armstrong. Yeah. So, bro, my take on this, while I fold my John Cena shirts, because I'm a glazer. Right? I'm a glazer, I'm a writer, and I will always be that for John Cena. But my take on this, right? I really feel like during that time, they did not go to the moon. They did not go to the moon.
You think it was a Hollywood studio?
I think it was a very Hollywood studio, because one evidence that in the future we're going to have like a small screen, like a search screen.
Warner Bros.
No. I'm just saying, like in the future for the pod, we're gonna have like a little search screen for they can see what we're searching up. But in the photo, Joe, it said it looked like the flag was moving. Why was the flag? Why would the flag be?
Why is the flag moving? There's no gravity.
There's no gravity. There's no air. They say space is like a vacuum. It has no air. So it's like.
So what is it then? Pressure?
Yeah, it's just pressure.
I mean,
there's no air up there. They say it's like a vacuum.
But you jump once, you're going to another planet.
Yeah.
No gravity. No, that you know what? I never really thought about that, but yeah, with the flag moving, what if it was okay? How about this? Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
They went to the moon, right? Didn't actually get any like photos and shit, right? And then they come back home. They're like, "Oh, we went to the moon, did all this," and then they go to Hollywood just so they could put it on the news channel, whatever the news channels were back then. And we're like, "We're gonna put the flag here, and then if it starts moving, well, no, if it doesn't start moving, people are gonna believe it." But now, the way you look at it with that flag moving in the background,
yeah.
Like you said, there's no wind. It's just gravity. There's no gravity. It's just what's the word I'm looking for here, Matt?
Just
not black mass. Like it's just nothing.
It's literally just
nothing there.
Nothing. There's no air. There's no anything in space. They say it's like a vacuum. So why would the flag be moving? Also, during that time, it was the great race to space. So I think it was a cover up because Russia and China were making a lot of initiatives during that time. And
well, they were also allies. They were also allies during this time.
Yeah, China and Russia, and they wanted to beat America to the moon, so they wanted to be the first ones to the moon. Well, the first
space race, I definitely believe in though.
Right, the first one to space, but the United States took it to another level when they said, "Oh, we could reach the moon." So I think it was a whole propaganda thing going on during that time. To be honest,
I think it's. Would you go to the moon?
Fuck no.
You wouldn't want to go to the moon?
Joe, I go to the moon every day. Okay.
Stream.
Yeah, on stream. I'm on cloud 9 every time I stream. Make content.
Literally.
Oh, literally. But But why would I want to go to the? Bro, my quick question about why would I want to go to the moon? But okay, back. Sorry, Joe. But back to what I was saying. Yes, hold on. Go ahead, Joe. You carry.
I believe your theory. I think it's definitely debatable. Okay, but do you actually believe they went to the moon? Like,
no.
You don't believe they went to the moon?
Nowadays, probably yeah, but.
But now with AI, like we were talking about earlier, make that shit look real.
Make it look real. But in my theory, I don't think the United States or any country has ever been to the moon. I don't think they've ever been to the moon.
Ooh, hot take there.
Hot take. I don't actually think we've been to the actual moon itself.
Nobody has been to the moon.
Nobody's ever been to the moon. Joe, just think about it. Just think about it, bro. Recently, right? There was astronauts that got stuck in space. You feel me? So, if there's no vacuum, look, listen. If there's no vacuum in space, how are you supposed to move throughout space?
Float. No gravity. You could just jump up.
So, but how are you supposed to lean in the direction of where you're going?
Tilt.
Okay, you got that. You got that. But
You didn't expect that. You didn't expect that.
all in all, I don't think they probably have. They put rovers on the moon, but they probably have been to the moon, probably. But they probably have. But I'm saying back in those times, they
I saw it in Transformers, bro. They went to the moon.
I saw it in Fast and Furious. I don't know how.
Yeah, bro. They went to.
They went to the moon in Fast and Furious. Like how? Like I
That
thought it was
shit's
a car,
real.
just car and just.
Dom threw a car into the space, bro. But yeah, they definitely went to the moon.
La familia.
Family.
Family. But yeah, bro, like back in those times, I think it was a whole big thing propaganda with that, because you got to think about it. 10 years earlier, it's the Cold War. You feel me? With the United States and Russia.
Cold War didn't end until 1991.
So yeah, it was a Cold War. It's a Cold War, and the United States wanted to be a better country during the time, so they wanted to prove the world that they were better than China and Russia, and they faked going to the moon. Joe, just think about it. Think about this.
I'm thinking.
Hold on, bro. There's a photograph of Neil Armstrong being the first man walking on the moon. If he's the first man walking on the moon, why isn't he the first person? Why isn't there like a photo behind him? You know, walking out of the space shuttle.
He wasn't the first person on the moon then.
He wasn't. Somebody else was. If they took the photo, the first person to ever walk on the moon, the person that took the photo of Neil Armstrong coming off of the craft, getting down, technically the first person.
The Martian from Looney Tunes.
Martian from Looney Tunes. Bro.
Oh my
bro,
god,
I'm just
man!
saying, I don't think the United States has ever been to the moon.
It's very. I don't know. I'm very like 50-50 with it. To be honest with you.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I just don't know.
Shit, man. Wow, you got me speechless, man. I don't even know where we go from there.
Then, bro, I got a question. Another question. I gotta think about a question for you, bro. So, if we could go to space, right? Why isn't travel faster? Why can't we travel in the other like atmospheres to get to the destination quicker? The higher you go, the faster you get to your destination. Why do we stay between
altitude
35 and 35,000, 38,000 altitude cruising in the air? If we could go further up more and go faster to the destination.
Altitude.
You think our ears are
so hard? Yeah, bro. That's because when you're going all the way up, bro, things are a lot slower. It's not easy to get out of the atmosphere.
Oh, that's true.
Like that's why it's not as fast.
That's true. That's completely true.
Yeah, that's literally it. It's just the atmosphere, and then the higher you go up, the slower you're gonna go.
Oh damn. That's great, bro.
So,
that's insane, bro.
Honestly, man, fuck the moon.
The moon? Like, what has the moon ever done anything good for me?
Got nothing, bro. All it does is shines in the fucking sky.
Well, it does control the high tide and low tide. You know, actually, the moon has done.
You really
things,
think I give a shit about high tide?
Yes, you do. You do, because when high tide, it brings in fish. So the moon is basically feeding us by giving us high tide every 12 hours. That's the window.
The fish ain't coming when it's high tide, bro. Like,
Joe,
fuck
yes,
this
they
shit.
do, bro. The fish are coming when it's high tide, bro.
That's another topic we could talk about with fish. Speaking of fish, the ocean, bro.
Why did NASA stop exploring the ocean and go to space?
Exactly. Do we leave that for the next episode?
Oh, bro. Nah, let's do it now.
Save that.
Let's save. Oh, fuck.
Save it. Yeah, bro. That's a good time, bro.
I got a lot of things to talk about with that, bro.
Save it. Yeah.
Damn.
Save it for the next
Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be talking about that. Why did NASA
tune in, please, bro?
Why did NASA skip? Well, why they stop exploring?
Why'd they stop exploring the ocean? That's gonna be the first thing we talk about.
Oh my God, that's a great topic, Joe. I think I'm gonna just say this. I think I know why. Cause they saw Beetlejuice. They saw the Great Beat. The Great Beat. You guys don't know Beetlejuice, man? You guys don't know Beat, man? I'm gonna show you Beat, man. I think they found a great black beat.
That's it.
The Great Black. It was the Great Back.
I think that's that's it.
They found the great black.
Logging off. Logging off.
They found the great black. They found this picture in the ocean. They ran away. That's the great beat, man. The great beat ran away, man.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, man.
If you ever run for president, I'm voting for Beetlejuice, man.
I forgot the eggs, bro. How was your weekend?
Oh, yeah. Bro, my weekend was amazing. It was actually pretty good. Slept.
Yeah, a lot of
streamed. Shit. I streamed for the first time yesterday since April.
I know. Tuned in.
Yes, sir. Got that in. Just chill majority of the weekend, getting some rest, hanging out with my girl.
Making that bread.
Yeah.
Oh,
being
man.
a bottle girl at night, making money, So, yeah.
I do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do, man. How was your weekend, buddy?
It was good. Worked. Making that money. Bro, I graduate next week, bro. That's crazy.
Joe.
I want to go on stage and be like this.
Big body Brunson. Go out there with the whole Knicks jersey. That's Superman. Shit's crazy, bro. Do the whole Superman with a Knicks jersey. But nah, congrats. Wait, Joe, what day is that? Tuesday, right?
Next week, May 22nd.
May 22nd. That's a Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
Okay. Live from graduation stream.
That'd be crazy. You got anything else you want to talk about? Or
oh, man.
Be out.
So what's one more thing we could talk about right quick?
Well,
know?
It's a little. I mean, it's not crazy, but rookie mini camps ended this weekend.
Dart.
NFL rookie, yeah.
It's the dart.
Yeah.
Darts,
OTA starts soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. I mean, the NFL's starting to pick up again, so.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy happening right now. But Joe, you want to close it? You want to close things out, my brother?
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. From our beautiful people here we have today, LV, Top G, and myself, Joe Jack. We out.
Peace out, man.
Oh, Knicks, baby.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on post notifications. And we will be trying to live stream every
Tuesday,
Thursday.
Yeah, there you go.
And we're out of here.
Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5.
Boston in 5.
All right, Top G, you're fired, bro.
Yeah, out.
Fired, bro. But Knicks in 5.